It's 2:17 a.m. You're lying in bed, phone glowing in your face. Suddenly your brain decides to host the most chaotic board meeting of all time. "Send that text to your ex," whispers one voice. "Are you insane?" screams another. "We should be sleeping. We have work tomorrow," protests a third. Somewhere in the background, there's this judgmental voice going, "This is exactly why your life is a mess." Sound familiar? Welcome to 2 a.m., where good decisions go to die and your brain turns into a reality TV show you never asked to watch. But here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. That mental chaos isn't a sign you're losing it. It's not evidence that you're broken or indecisive or crazy. It's actually proof that your mind is working exactly the way it evolved to work over thousands of years. What you're experiencing at 2 a.m. is what psychologists call intrapsychic conflict. Basically, different parts of your personality having a heated debate about what you should do next. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens, introduce you to the cast of characters living rent-free in your head, and explain why understanding this could be the key to finally making decisions that don't keep you up until 3 a.m., second-guessing yourself. Because once you meet your internal committee, you'll never feel crazy about those late-night mental meetings again. Let me take you back to the early 1900s, when a Swiss psychiatrist named Carl Jung made a discovery that would change psychology forever. Jung was working with patients who seemed to have completely different personalities depending on the situation. A shy, quiet person would become bold and commanding at work. A logical, rational individual would make emotional, impulsive decisions in relationships. Most psychologists at the time thought this meant people were either fake or mentally unstable.
Ouch.
But Jung saw something different. He realized that human personality isn't one solid thing. It's more like a complex ecosystem with different parts that can sometimes cooperate and sometimes fight each other. Think of your psyche like a company with different departments, each with their own job description. The persona is your PR department. This is the polished, socially acceptable version of yourself that you show to the world. At 2 a.m., this is the voice saying, "Don't send that text. What will people think?" You need to maintain your image. The persona's job is to make you look good, fit in, and avoid social rejection. It's not fake, it's protective. But it can be exhausting because it's always on, always performing. The shadow is like your company's hidden basement. It contains all the parts of yourself you've learned to reject or hide. This isn't evil stuff necessarily, just the parts that don't fit your ideal self-image. At 2 a.m., the shadow might be whispering, "Come on, just send the text. You know you want to. Stop pretending you don't care." It's often the voice that wants to break the rules, be spontaneous, or admit to feelings you're supposed to be over. It's often the voice that wants to break the rules, be spontaneous, or admit to feelings you're supposed to be over. The shadow develops because we learn early in life that certain parts of ourselves aren't acceptable. Maybe expressing anger got you in trouble as a kid, so you push that part into the shadows. Maybe being vulnerable felt unsafe, so you hid your sensitive side. But here's the crucial part. Jung discovered that trying to eliminate your shadow doesn't work. Those rejected parts don't disappear. They just get louder and more insistent, especially when your defenses are down. Like at 2 a.m., the critic is your internal quality control department, but it's gone rogue. This voice is constantly scanning for potential problems, failures, and mistakes. At 2 a.m., it's the voice saying, "This is exactly why you can't get your life together." Normal people don't lie awake having imaginary arguments. The critic developed to keep you safe from failure and rejection, but it often becomes hyperactive, finding problems even when none exist. Your authentic self is like the CEO who's been locked out of their own boardroom. This is your core personality, your natural temperament, values, and genuine preferences. At 2 a.m., it might be the quiet voice saying, "I just want to feel peaceful and connected." But here is what makes this even more complex. Modern research shows we can act against our authentic nature when something matters enough to us. This is where Brian Little's groundbreaking research comes in, and it's going to change how you see yourself forever. Little discovered that while you have a core personality, what he calls your biogenic traits, you can develop what he calls free traits. These are ways of behaving that go against your natural temperament when you re-pursuing something that really matters to you. So at 2 a.m., when you're debating whether to reach out to someone, you're not just hearing from your fixed personality types. You're also hearing from the part of you that can adapt and change based on your deeper values and goals. Let me give you a real example from my own life. I'm a total extrovert who loves lively nights and fun chats. But I also appreciate those calm moments for deep work and connection. Starting this channel pushed me to embrace my introverted side, taking my time to create content and really putting myself out there. This goes against my biogenic nature, but it serves my deeper purpose. The fascinating part. The internal arguments I have at 2 a.m. aren't just between fixed personality types. They're between different versions of myself, who I naturally am, who I can become, who I think I should be, and who I'm afraid I really am. That text you're debating sending? The internal arguments I have at 2 a.m. aren't just between fixed personality types. Your shadow might want the thrill of breaking your own rules. Your critic is predicting all the ways it could go wrong. Your authentic self might just want genuine connection. And your free trait capacity is asking, could reaching out serve my deeper values of authenticity and courage? No wonder you can't sleep. You've got a full psychological committee having a heated debate in your head. But here's the beautiful part. Once you understand this, those 2 a.m. mental meetings stop feeling like chaos and start feeling like, well, democracy in action. Well, there are a few reasons for this. First, your defenses are down. During the day, your conscious mind is busy managing tasks, social interactions, and immediate demands. It's like having a strong security system keeping your different psychological parts in their assigned roles. But at night, when you're tired and your guard is down, those different voices that have been quietly simmering all day suddenly get their chance to speak up. Second, nighttime is reflection time. Your brain naturally uses quiet moments to process the day's events and plan for the future. All those social interactions you navigated, decisions you made, feelings you suppressed during the day need to be sorted through. Third, you're away from external structure. During the day, your environment and social expectations give your persona a clear script to follow. But lying alone in bed at 2 a.m., there's no script. Your authentic self, your shadow, your critic, they all get equal airtime. And fourth, nighttime removes consequences. You can think anything, feel anything, imagine any scenario without immediate real-world consequences. This gives your shadow and your more experimental sides permission to speak up. Here's what this means. Those 2 a.m. internal debates aren't a bug in your psychological system. They're a feature. Your mind is literally doing maintenance work, trying to integrate different aspects of your personality and resolve internal conflicts. The problem isn't that you have these debates. The problem is that most people don't know how to moderate them productively. Think about it. If you had 5 different advisors giving you conflicting advice about an important decision, you wouldn't just lie there feeling confused. You'd facilitate a proper meeting, hear everyone out, and work toward a decision that honors the best insights from each perspective. That's exactly what you can learn to do with your internal committee. So, how do you turn those chaotic 2 a.m. committee meetings into productive internal dialogue? Step 1. Recognize the meeting is happening. Instead of feeling crazy or confused, think, oh, I'm having a committee meeting right now. Just naming it changes everything. Step 2. Identify the voices. Who's speaking? Is that your persona, worried about image? Your shadow wanting to break rules? Your critic predicting disaster? Your authentic self-seeking peace? Step 3. Thank each voice for their concern. Remember, each part of you evolved to protect you from something. Your persona protects you from social rejection. Your shadow protects you from being too restricted. Your critic protects you from failure. Step 4. Ask what each voice needs. Your persona might need reassurance that you'll maintain important relationships. Your shadow might need permission to be spontaneous sometimes. Your authentic self might need more quiet time and genuine connection. Step 5. Look for integration, not domination. The goal isn't to let the loudest voice win. It's to find solutions that honor the valid concerns of all parts of yourself. I know it sounds like a joke, but you're still listening. So listen to this. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say you're lying in bed debating whether to quit your job and start your own business. Your persona is terrified. What will people think? What if we fail publicly? Your shadow is excited. Finally, We get to break free from all these stupid corporate rules. Your critic is catastrophizing. We'll probably go broke and end up living in our parents' basement. Our authentic self is quietly saying, I just want to feel fulfilled and use my real talents. Instead of letting these voices fight each other until 4 a.m., you facilitate. Persona, I hear that reputation matters to you. What if we start the business as a side project first? Shadow, you want freedom? What if we negotiate remote work while we build our client base? Critic, you're right about financial risk. What's our minimum viable savings goal? It's authentic self. What kind of work would genuinely fulfill you? Suddenly, instead of internal warfare, you have collaborative problem solving. The beautiful truth is this: you don't need to eliminate any parts of yourself. You don't need to silence your critic or banish your shadow or ignore your persona. You just need to learn to be a good chairperson for your own internal committee. Once you master this, those 2 a.m. debates become some of the most productive conversations you'll ever have. Because they're not arguments with yourself anymore. They're strategy sessions with your full psychological team. Next time you find yourself wide awake at 2 a.m. with competing voices in your head, remember, you're not crazy, you're complex. And that complexity, when properly managed, is your greatest strength. Sweet dreams, chairperson. Oh, and sweet dreams to you too. I'll see you in the next one.